Okay, so today I'm attempting to do the rear suspension. I was going to do it yesterday, but we ran into a glitch of time, that is. It was getting too late, and I didn't want to leave it disassembled overnight. But now we have another glitch. But I just barely got this socket wrench through there to the nut that's on the top side of the shock there. And it is a tight fit. So I'm hoping I can break this loose, and once again I'm taking everything loose while the motorcycle's on the side stand. So I'm not wobbling around and taking a chance on it falling. So I fished it in between the wires, just barely. And now I have the socket on the lock nut on this side, which is a 17 millimeter. So I got this one loose. Now I have to get this one. I eventually have to get this one loose as well. You can see it. I think you can maybe see it. These are 17s as well. They're going to require a wrench. Well, this one I can put a socket on. This one over here I'll have to use a wrench. So we'll get those loose too, and then we'll get the weight off the suspension. I'm going to use a different socket to loosen up this one down here. Still 17. Primarily because I'd rather just leave this in there when I go to tighten it, so I can get the lock nut the rest of the way off with my fingers. So I'm going to take this one loose that way and then use the wrench on the other one. That other side's spinning. The other side's 14, so I'll have to get a wrench on that. So the reason I'm breaking this one loose is because I'm putting a lowering link in. Now this one I cannot break loose until I get the weight off the motorcycle and get this swung out of the way, because there's no room in there, especially on the other side, for a 17 millimeter wrench. I don't want to use this end, I want to use this end if possible. So I'm right at the floating point.
What I mean by floating point here is that I've adjusted the jack to put just enough weight on the rear wheel so that there is no positive or negative pressure on the shock, so that I can easily remove the bolt from the connecting link.
Drop that out of the way. Part 1, fin. Okay, this is the one that separates the men from the boys, I'm thinking. I'm holding on to the motorcycle best I can. That wasn't so bad. That's the last Mohican. I'm thinking that the bolt is spinning on the other side. It is. So I'm going to have to get my 14 millimeter wrench. Have to be on the rear bed. So they're good back there to keep it from getting lost as to what it goes to. Okay, so now that's completely loose. If I can reach in there, I'll be able to grab the bolt out of here. There's the top bolt. Okay, it would appear as though I also have to take this spring out of the way. Hopefully, 2 tenths. Guess that wasn't too bad. Now I can finish pulling this out. I'll hold on to everything in here. Set that down. And now, open the up. Ta-da! Okay, we'll be back with the other half of this in a second. Okay, so the last thing that came out was the shock. So we are going to put the shock in first. The new one, that is. Oh, and make sure that this is facing back. The bolt. Put it in there. The shock is in place. Now, I couldn't help but notice over here, this has its own threads in it. So I'm assuming that the bolt that I took off of the old shock right here is going to thread right into that. And it looks like it is. Okay, but it's going to have to go in from the other side. So, but before we do all that, we're going to grab the lowering link. Okay, next is going to be this little gizmo right here. First, I'm going to put some grease in here. Q-tip some grease into it. Get a Q-tip with some grease in there. Now we're going to take this that came out of the old one, and we're going to gently put it in there. So there you have it. It's okay. Just don't forget, if you're doing this, putting in a lowering link, don't forget to put that little sleeve in there. Comes out of here. Right there. Push it out, comes out real easy. Put it in the new one. And then get on with your life. So then, this thing has to go up in there. So, there we go. I gotta put the bolt in from the other side. Remember, this is a 14mm bolt. And I gotta get this on that. But I think I'm gonna have to drop the motorcycle down a little bit to make that happen. I think I will go ahead and put the original nut back on this side when I get this tightened down from the other side. Okay, so now I will put the washer and the nut on the top up here. See if I can get this. I think I need my glasses. Okay, I got my glasses on. Victory. Okay, so the washer and the nut are on the top. So now we are going to put the lowering link in place. Okay, so I'm dropping the motorcycle down until it lines up with the hole here. Looks like it's damn close. Maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. Okay, we're good on that. Now we'll go put the nut on the other side, tighten it down, and then we can tighten the rest of the stuff down. Remember, I already tightened down the bottom of the shock. I still have to tighten down this side over here, this here, and the top of the shock. Okay, so while there's no weight on it, I'm going to go ahead and get this snugged up. It's not tight, but snugged up. And this, not tight, but snugged up. And then, before I forget, I put my little dealio back here. And we're ready to tighten up everything. Anyway, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to sit on it and see what it looks like. Okay, this is going to be the first time I sit on it. Everything's tight now. You see it's low already. Well, it's actually about the same. It doesn't sink down nearly as much. It's a lot stiffer from anywhere. Yeah, it's about actually the same. So it would have been way up like this on my tippy toes if I hadn't put the lowering link in. Well, it's going to be time for a test drive next. Get off this contraption. Clean up first, take the showers, and then go for a test drive. I'm going to talk straight at you here. Hopefully you can hear me. I think you probably can. This new suspension makes a huge difference. It's unbelievable, the difference. Being a new rider, I can really feel the difference. It's a lot smoother, easier to get on the bike, easier to get off the bike. The bumps aren't too bad. Feel them a little more, but I have a lot more control over the motorcycle when I am riding on dirt, when I'm standing up, when I'm taking corners, the whole 9 yards. It has made a huge world of difference. So if you haven't upgraded your suspension yet, I'd highly recommend it because it makes the world of difference.